First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations and blessings to the Akyam on the four corners of the earth pushing his truth and sincerity. Today I wanted to go into a topic of time and the prophecies, and I just want to go into the amount of time that we have left, because we don't have any time left. We're at the end of this thing. This world is coming to an end. World War III is already here. We're just waiting for it to blow up, and we're waiting for more nations to join the fight. And as far as us men of the Lord, what we need to be doing, we need to be pushing harder. Because the thing is, what are brothers doing with their time? I mean, you have brothers having to work, and they probably got different things that they got to do. They got families. They got girls. They got children. They got parents they need to take care of, but at the end of the day, it's about doing this work. And you have to put, most of your time into this because, this is a time-sensitive thing because time is running out. You got Russia already in Syria. You got Turkey and NATO trying to go into Syria. And at the same time, this whole thing is unraveling with ISIS being in joint conspiracy with the United States and with the Turkey insurgents and the coup that's actually happening in Turkey right now with the ISIS black market oil conspiracy thing. So things are popping off, and we have no time to waste. And with that I have an actual article. It's from the totalcollapse.com. It says Putin orders doomsday plane into air after military warns U.S. Turkey plot is beyond staggering. Now the U.S. Turkey plot that Russia's talking about is, like I just said earlier, everybody knows ISIS is CIA trained, and they're using ISIS as a backdrop to funnel oil through Turkey, and then use that as a way of getting Turkey's President Erdogan, excuse me, I can't pronounce the name right, but Erdogan, something to that effect, out of office to set up their puppet leader. But it's the same thing that they always do. Same thing they did with Crimea, with Libya, with Iraq, with Egypt. The same thing over and over again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it's getting a little bit in this article. It says the Ministry of Defense is reporting today that President Putin has ordered the Federation's Ilyushin-80 giant command and control aircraft designated for use during nuclear war. So it seems like Russia understands and knows what's coming. Knows that this war is going to come to a nuclear climax. It's otherwise known as the Doomsday Plan, to prepare for worldwide war operations within a fortnight after military intelligence analysts discovered a beyond staggering plot by United States and Turkish government factions to bring down Turkey's President Recep Erdogan, and replace him with a Central Intelligence Agency designed figurehead Fethullah Gulen, while at the same time utilizing Islamic State terrorists as leverage. So they're using ISIS to culminate this whole operation of this coup d'état that they're doing in Turkey. That's only to culminate more fear. Same thing with the San Diego or San Bernardino shooting that happened in Cali a couple weeks back, and now they're blaming Muslims, and they got all these forms of mass hysteria in the media going out. Articles, you got posters. They are even coining new words now. They got a new word called Islamophobia, which is nothing but the same thing that they did during World War II and World War I, and the Vietnam War, and the Iraqi War after 9/11. Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It says, according to this report, this beyond staggering plot by the CIA to overthrow the current government of Turkey was first started in 2008. So this has actually been going on for a while by the U.S. military intelligence establishment supported think tank American Enterprise Institute, or the AEI, whose board members are a who's who of American military-connected individuals, including former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney, and whose research papers advocated the United States creating what they call a moderate Muslim majority in the Middle East, to battle Islamic extremists and whose target nation for this action is Turkey. I'm not going to read the whole article, but you brothers have the article up on the post-production at totalcollapse.com. But the whole point that I wanted to bring out about this though was the Doomsday Plane. Now, this plane is like a mobile command center. They can organize troops from the ground. They can order missile launches. They can send coordinates to GPS. They can they can automatically configure tanks. They can do everything from this command center. They call it Doomsday Plane, because Russia knows that a World War III is coming, man. The only people that don't know World War III is the people. Even the Pope said World War III is imminent, man. It's a facsimile war. So basically what this is saying is we don't have much time left, because Doomsday is on the horizon. And as far as brothers are concerned, brothers in the truth, and brothers just getting the truth, the message is clear. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Now the word circumspectly, means look around. Comes from the Greek akrabos, which means exactly or accurately or diligently. The only way you're going to do that is by being in the scriptures, and reading the news, and actually lining the scriptures up with the articles that you see. It says redeeming the time. Now the word redeem comes from the Greek.
Strong's G 1805, exagerazo.
Escagarazo, which the point is here in definition 2 sub article A. It says to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. And that's what brothers, we're supposed to be doing, is making use of every opportunity we have to put up a video, to spread the word, to study, to look at the prophecies, and to analyze every piece of the prophecy of Ezekiel 38 that we see, unfolding before our eyes, including the chip and everything else. It says, so that zeal and well-doing are, as it were, the purchased money by which we make the time our own. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And the will of the Lord is to do the work, man. And be not drunk with wine. Your philosophies and your own thoughts, man. Lean upon not your own understanding. That makes you drunk with wine, or in its excess. But be filled with the Spirit. Prophecy. Testimony of Spirit Yahushua is prophecy. Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Singing and making melody of your heart to the Lord, meaning prayer. Giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahushua, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High. We're supposed to be doing this thing with fear and reverence and respect, man. And if you have that fear, you're going to do it. The brothers are going to do whatever they can to push His word so we can get the hell out of here. That's all it's about. How you redeem the time. How do us brothers actually push this word, and we know how close we're getting. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, meaning the prophecies which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And this world's falling apart, man. You can see it. World War III is about to pop off. You got faggot-ass transsexual bodybuilders, man. All types of wickedness is going on. You got all these natural disasters and earthquakes. Whatever, just another earthquake in Iraq. Like, the signs and the prophecies are happening. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world. And there are riots all over the place. There's still riots in Greece. No one even talks about that anymore. There's still riots in Greece. There's still riots in Egypt. Now there are riots in South Africa because China is occupying South Africa And you still have the occupation of Mali by the French. Now this stuff doesn't go away. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, which is prophesied in the scriptures thousands of years ago, even from the beginning. Even from before the world began, it was the Lord laid down a structure of time and certain events that were going to happen. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, right? And the end is manifest. Right, the end is here, man. It's manifesting before your eyes. You can see it. And only the men of the Lord can see it, man. Those chumps like IUIC, IFCPK, AOC, House of Unconsciousness, those dumbasses, Polite and Sarnet and all them, man. They don't see it because they don't have spiritual eyes, man. They don't have the vision to see this world destroyed. But we do, by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we know the measure of the time. So we know that we've been in the last days since the Lord was conceived, man. Not immaculately, mortality. Conceived by mortality, man. It says, Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1, the Most High, who at sundry times, meaning different, and in diverse manners, spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, which he did, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, hath in these last days spoken unto us, the last days, hath spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. Now it says, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son. Now, that means that when Yahushua was born, from the time, he was a baby to the time of his ministry and the time he died, that's when he was speaking unto us. So that means that the last days came together when Yahushua was walking this earth. Man. So we've been in these last days for 2,000 years. These are the last days, man. And you can see the last prophecies coming to pass. This is Lamentation 2:19. And as us seeing these prophecies come to pass, what are we supposed to be doing, man? It's Lamentation chapter 2, verse 19. Arise and crowd in the night, in the beginning of the watches. Right, it says crowd in the night, man. Like scripture saying, Proverbs chapter 1, it says, wisdom crieth without, in the streets, in the chief place of concourse, man. We're supposed to be troubling Esau and the ones and the high ones of this society, like babies trouble their parents at night, man. They cry and cry and cry until they get the desired result. Until they get what needs to happen, which would rather be food or the diaper change or anything, man. And when it comes to Israel, we need food and our diaper change. We need a new field. We need nourishment, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. And we should keep crying until that happens, because it will happen. Because in the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. So we're supposed to be crying, man. We're supposed to be angry, mad, and doing whatever we can and putting our whole heart and soul into this truth. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children that faint for hunger in the top of every street. Right, and Israel does faint for hunger in the top of every street. And they hunger for truth, man. And we're supposed to be out here to give it to them. There's no time to waste. Waiting for that 144,000 to be sealed, and that's it for this society. Man. That's it for this world. And Esau knows that, man. This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined. Esau knows that he has a certain amount of days to do his thing, to screw up the whole world and to bring together this world war order, which he doesn't understand that he's not going to bring together, man. It says, the number of months are with thee. Number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Meaning, there's a certain point where this devil cannot go past, because as soon as he reaches that point where he's about to create this new world order, that's when Yahushua is going to come, and the angels and the chariots and this world will be destroyed, man. And that's when the kingdom of heaven will be granted to us, man. That's where this world is going to be turned over. And honestly, it doesn't seem long until this happens, man. Hell, 2016 might be the last year we're in this hellhole, man. Lord willing, this is the last fucking year we have to stay in this place. It says, turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as an hireling at his day. As an hireling in his day. So, he has to accomplish everything he was hired to do. He was hired to be the devil, be the devil. He was hired to kill 2/3 of these niggas in the streets. He was hired to culminate homosexuality. He was hired to destroy all morality in the human, in humans, in the world, man. He was designed to create more bright surfaces to distract, the world from what's really going on. And he was hired to punish Israel to a certain point. And when that point is over, when his days are determined, his days are up, that shit is over with, man. The Lord is going to destroy him. So, Esau is doing what he's supposed to do, man. And since he knows he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he knows he doesn't have much time left, he's pushing even harder. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Right. Destruction to you people. Why? Because for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right. He knows that he don't got no time left, like I said. So he's going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming until he reaches that desired result of perfecting and perfecting his his agenda, man, which is whatever the Lord gave him, which is to be the devil, man. To push this chip, to chip everybody in the world, to bring about the new world order, to destroy Israel. And he only has a little time to do that. That's why he's going so hard. If you ever want to ask yourself why, Esau is constantly killing Jake in the streets, why he's constantly feeding us hormones, GMOs, and constantly giving us these narcotics and these drugs and everything, and it seems like it's never letting up. That's because the Lord provisions this to happen. But the end, like the scripture says in 2 Ezra 9:1, the end is manifest, man. And just like Russia created this doomsday plan, just like they created this doomsday plan, doomsday is actually on its way here, man. It's 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. Right, the day of doom, the day of destruction, and the nuclear missiles is going to end this world, man. In our world, the world of immortality for us, the Israelites, man, that's coming, the kingdom of heaven. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Right, all this wickedness is going to be done with, man. It's going to be done away with. Righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Right, the truth is sprung up, man. From Abba Bivens in the 1970s all the way up to Great Millstone today. The truth is here, man. And more people are waking up every day. It says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed. Right, ain't nobody going to be able to save Esau. The Lord is going to stick his foot so far up Esau's ass, he ain't going to be able to take some rubber soles for months, man. Nor to oppress them that have gotten the victory. So we're not going to be depressed, man. And we don't have a lot of time left until this happens, man. That's why we need to push his word harder and harder. Because this world will be destroyed. This is Acts chapter 17, verse 30. This is going to be the last scripture. It says, in the time of this ignorance, the Most High winked at, but now commandeth all men everywhere to repent. Why? Because there's no time left. The time is at hand for brothers, the elect, I should say. The time is at hand for the elect to kick it into high gear, man. Because if you don't, the Lord's going to come back and you're going to be found sleeping, and the Lord is going to destroy you too. It says, because he hath appointed a day. He has appointed a day. That's prophecy, man. Like I said, he has certain days on the timeline for certain things that happen, man. And he appointed the day for the judgment. And I don't want to be found sleeping. And I know you brothers don't want to be found sleeping. Because the rest of the 2/3, fuck them. They gonna sleep, they gonna party, they gonna hang out. They are not the focus. The focus is Yahweh Shai, in the which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he hath ordained. Right, which is Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai will come and judge the world of righteousness, man. Those of you doing the work will be saved and delivered. Or, if you die on this side, you will have your spot in the kingdom of heaven. If not, you're going to die on this side, and you're going to be nothing on the other side. Whereof he hath given assurance unto all men, and that he hath raised him from the dead. Right, the Lord gave us assurance, man. We are assured the kingdom of heaven. We are assured our reward. The Lord has already fulfilled his end. Okay? The Lord, like Scripture said, the Lord is faithful. He's already fulfilled his end. It's already written that the kingdom is prepared for us. So now it's on us to do what we got to do, man, to make it happen. And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations and peace to the Akim in the four corners of the earth, doing this word, man, to put this word with all their heart. Who's giving it their all to get the hell out of this wicked ass society. And with that, Shalom.